happening? Tim with Nomad Trading. Happy Wednesday, guys. The 21st of October. Thanks for stopping by to watch some random guy talk about the stock market on YouTube. Thanks for clicking. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all that YouTube algorithm crap so that more people will watch my videos. I appreciate it. You're awesome. Thanks for the support. Without further ado, let's jump into Tesla over here. And as we can see, they just reported earnings. You probably know that if you're watching this video. Yeah, they beat on, I believe, both accounts. Let's see what it says down here. Yeah, beats by 16 and beats on revs. So they beat on revenues and earnings. And sales beat expectations. I was looking to see what the guidance was, but I don't know that they've issued guidance yet. Anyway, as you can see from a technical analysis side of things, this is the daily chart we're looking at here. It's 100 days. This blue line that you can see, the dark blue line, doesn't really contrast very good because I got my screen changed colors on this. But anyway, you can see that the stock's pretty much following that 50 MA, the 50 moving average is what that blue line is here on this chart. And it keeps hitting that and finding support on that. And it's done that again right here. So could mean the combination between that support there on the 50 moving average and it's sitting right on the trend line. If we back out and look at like the 200, I drew a trend line here earlier, pretty much following that nice trend line up. So between the support of the trend and the support of the 50 moving average combined with the positive earnings, as long as there's not some negative guidance comes out or something that I don't know about yet, we can be looking possibly for more upside. The stock is primed currently for more upside. Kind of coiling here, forming a bit of a wedge between the 50 moving average, and if we were to draw our downtrend line here, we'd see that it's kind of forming a bit of a pennant. So I'll be looking for it to get up to the top of that and possibly break through. Anyway, could be looking for some upside for Tesla. So if you guys are holding Tesla, good news so far with that. It's looking good. Also wanted to talk about WEI, as I said in my live chat yesterday when I had my scanner streaming, and also in stock twits and in the comments of my video last night. What happened was exactly what I predicted. Unfortunately, they came out and issued news. They had a T1 halt, WEI T1 halt for news after hours last night. And the news was, as predicted, that there is no news. Unfortunately, the company said, we don't know why the stock is up 1,000% on the day. We were baffled by it as well. So, of course, that tanks the stock. I feel very bad for anybody bag holding that bought up in here yesterday thinking this was going, well, it was already at the moon, so thinking it was going beyond the moon, and instead woke up to multiple dollar a share loss. Yeah, that definitely sucks, and that's why buying these stocks that are halted, low float, up on no news, you definitely want a catalyst if you're going long. I talk about that all the time in videos, and that is why. If you have no catalyst, oftentimes you'll find that it goes right back where it came from, and sometimes faster than you expect. KXIN was another one I wanted to look at just because it did the exact same thing. This day it was up huge. Then they came out and said, hey, we don't know why the stock is up. And of course it came crashing back down. So just wanted to showcase that just for those of you that might be new to trading, the dangers of those low float runners without a catalyst. MRIN was the stock of today, traded 168 million shares on the day. I would say that that is the low float momentum play of the day. It popped up right out of the chute there pre-market, but then nothing but fade, just fade city all the way down here, and then started to curl up. The market open would have been somewhere in here, and it went down out of the market open as well. But then it started to curl up, got a little bit interesting. I called this out in my live chat, which my live chat is just the YouTube where I stream my scanner and I kind of pop in and out of the office throughout the day when I'm doing other things. So those of you that don't know that. And this one I just happened to call out and said, hey, uh, it's poked through VWAP, but buy the dip at VWAP as it retests VWAP if it holds, buy the dip, which it did, and then it went up $1. So it was a nice scalp for $1, and then it ended up fading back and then curling again. At that point, not really a good trade from my perspective anyway. It didn't hold VWAP, so I wouldn't have been buying there. Would have maybe bought the break of VWAP here for another scalp, but other than that, pretty choppy. Very heavy stock. I kind of feel like somebody was selling some pretty good size into every jump, because it seemed like every time this thing would try to pop up, it'd get a huge big red candle right back down. A lot of really big drops. So kind of a scary stock to be on the long side of. Not ideal. As far as the daily chart goes on this, kind of forming a doji. It was way up, but couldn't hold its gains. Definitely a breakout over the last 100 days, but didn't hold its gains. So not looking for much out of it tomorrow. Maybe a spike early in the morning pre-market, or maybe it opened, but I doubt that it goes and runs for a second day. We'll just have to wait and see. You never know. When you get a lot of volume like that, you never know, but it looks heavy. TGC was another one. This one I attempted to trade and broke even on. It was just so crazy choppy. I bought the dip. Let's see, where was it? I think I bought, yeah, I bought at support down here, looking for it to rocket back up. And no, I take that back. I bought it right after market open. It was fading into market open, and then I thought that that support might hold there and it might rocket out, which it did. But I was looking for it to break out and break the high day and keep going, and it didn't. So I ended up stopping out at break even. Just a difficult stock to trade, other than to short it. It would have been a good short on the fade, but other than that, difficult to trade. Didn't get any really good setups. You could dip by it, I guess, but again, it would rocket up and then pull right back down. So kind of all over the place from a technical standpoint. Not a very good setup. Other than that, that's about all I saw today. Not too much that was very exciting other than those. This is the market. The last one day, you can see that it's just choppy. It's all over the place because of the stimulus. It's all about the stimulus. We're going to have stimulus. We're not going to have stimulus. We're going to have stimulus. Not going to have stimulus. So it's, up and down, whips on, back and forth, trying to decide where we're going to land as far as stimulus checks and help for businesses and all that, while Congress sways back and forth. So that's what that's all about. We'll wait and see what tomorrow brings. If you like this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate the love. Thank you guys so much. Take care. If you made it this far, first of all, I just want to say I love you. You must have liked the video, so make sure you give me that thumbs up. Subscribe, notifications on, of course, and then click on one of my videos to the side. If the YouTube algorithm is doing its job, there should be one over there. If not, just go to my page and check it out. Thanks for watching. Peace.